And welcome to the weekly wrap, only on KENS 5 Plus. I'm your host, Vanessa Croy. So let's get to some of the biggest stories happening this week. At number 5 in our countdown, our city now has robo-taxis taking people where they need to go. Waymo has launched its first fully autonomous rides here in San Antonio. Riders can download the Waymo app to catch a ride and take a trip in a car that drives itself. The company has spent the last 6 months mapping local streets, first with a human driver collecting data, then testing in autonomous mode with a safety operator ready to step in.
We have humans that are absolutely ready and able to quickly engage and help resolve any potential situation that may arise, or if needed, escalate that further and work with any first responders or others on the ground to make sure that we really are navigating the city correctly and being safe.
Right now, access to Waymo is limited. To join the wait list for a driverless ride, you can find that on KENS5.com. And at number 4 this week, calls to resign continue to grow for Congressman Tony Gonzalez. This is all following allegations that he had an affair with his staffer, Regina Santos Aviles, who died by suicide last year. Her husband, Adrian Santos, says he found out about the relationship and accuses Gonzalez of abusing his position by sending sexually explicit text messages. Santos shared those messages with KENS 5 while in D.C. For the State of the Union address. The congressman gave this response.
No.
You're not. Are those text messages correct? Are they accurate?
I am not going to resign. I work every day. I work every day for the people of Texas.
But are those text messages, are they accurate? Are those real text messages?
I am not going to resign. I'm not going to resign. I work every day for the people of Texas.
Did you carry it?
And there will be an opportunity for all the details and facts to come out. What you've seen is not all the facts.
Gonzalez is currently facing bipartisan criticism along with a heated primary race. Republican voters now deciding among 4 candidates in next week's primary. At number 3 in our countdown, the Guthrie family offering $1 million for help finding their mother. Today's show host Savannah Guthrie announced the reward on Instagram. Her mother, Nancy Guthrie, vanished more than 3 weeks ago. The announcement comes amid new questions surrounding video of the masked man seen at Nancy's doorstep the night of her disappearance. A source says that video was actually taken on 2 separate days. The Pima County Sheriff says that is purely speculative. Heart attacks among younger people are rising dramatically, with 1 in 5 now happening in people under 40. As KENS 5's Jeremy Baker reports, early detection of heart disease is key, which is a big reason why American Heart Month exists.
Heart disease is typically considered a disease for older people, as age is a big factor in the development of the condition. But doctors say they're seeing more younger people developing things like diabetes or high cholesterol that could impact their cardiovascular health in their later years.
We are seeing trends with more and more high blood pressure are happening in younger population, especially in teens and 20s.
Our habits are playing a big role in that. Our habits and stress, obesity is a big problem, especially in the South.
Keeping your stress level low can definitely help your heart health. And make sure you give yourself enough time for a full night of sleep, because too much weight can strain your heart too.
How we increase our physical activity, how do we sleep better, how do we manage stress better. All of those things go into making sure that we can reach healthier weight and we can manage all the other risk factors for heart disease.
Younger people need to avoid diabetes, not be overweight or obese, have a healthy diet, get regular physical activity, and avoid smoking and alcohol. If you have any of those risk factors or a family history, Dr. Garcia says a heart screening is a must.
Some of them include CT scans to see if you have already developed plaque in your arteries.
For more information about heart screenings and the steps you can take to keep that ticker ticking for as many years as possible, head to this story on KENS5.com. In the studio, Jeremy Baker, KENS 5.
And stay with us. The weekly wrap will be back right after this.
Go ahead. Take a look at the faces of San Antonio Zone. When you look into their eyes, you see passion, you see hard work, you see familia. Generations of people who embody a rich culture of respect, honor, and originality. We're all in San Antonio, but more importantly, San Antonio is in us. It's what makes us special. It's why we're proud to be San Antonio's own.
A broken vehicle fixed after 5 months of no help.
KENS 5 made it 100% better.
A busted windshield fixed after getting the runaround from a contractor.
And you guys did it. Y'all were amazing.
A much-needed tax refund this man couldn't access. Yep, fixed.
KENS 5 actually helped me out quite a lot, actually.
Have a consumer problem you can't solve? Call KENS. Weekdays at 6 on KENS 5.
Got a problem, call KENS. They will solve the problem.
My name is Sue Kalberg, and I am a journalist for KENS 5 for 22 years. I think it's been an awesome privilege to be able to work in the town that I grew up in. My uncle, Rex Stanley, was the very, 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 very first guy hired at KENS 5. From the beginning, I said, you can get paid for that? Let me in. It fills my heart to be a part of the KENS family, because the KENS family is the San Antonio family. I am San Antonio's own Sue Kalberg.
We want to get you breaking news right now.
Here, let me show you the police activity. New insight into a deadly police shooting.
We just got an update from fire officials. We'll continue to keep you updated.
Stream extended coverage, live or on demand, right here on KENS 5 Plus.
And welcome back. At number 2 in our countdown, the U.S. State Department has lifted its shelter-in-place warning for parts of Mexico. This comes after violence erupted following the death of El Mencho, a major cartel leader. U.S. citizens who are in the country are no longer needed to seek shelter. Airports are now reopened with flights and public transit mostly back to normal. Many businesses and public transportation have also resumed their regular operations. So why is the VA accidentally killing veterans on paper? It's a question multiple veteran families are asking after they or their loved ones have been misclassified as dead, but they are very much alive. 2 families have called KENS about this same issue, and now KENS 5's Andrew Moore is asking the VA what they're going to do about it.
Navy veteran David Bartholomew still wants to know exactly how the VA accidentally killed him on paper last December. KENS 5 contacted the VA about the issue a month ago, and they did quickly fix the issue, but they never gave the family an explanation. Then another veteran contacted KENS 5 saying a similar thing happened to them. So now we're going back to the VA to ask them, why is this happening in the first place?
What was that like, reading that you were dead?
I had mixed emotions. Some of it was comical if it weren't real.
It might seem a bit comical now.
You look really good for a dead guy.
But the Bartholomew family was not laughing when Dana Bartholomew got a letter saying her husband was dead, and then the government took away David's retirement benefits. The VA quickly fixed the benefit issue after KENS 5 got involved, but the family still wants to know why this happened in the first place, and Dana wants that communicated with transparency.
A way that claims responsibility, claims accountability, provides exactly what happened.
And she's not the only one. Army veteran Dorinda DeGroff also called KENS 5 because she found out she was dead at a doctor's appointment last October.
I just looked at him and said, "You've got to be kidding me." And he said, "No." He showed me the computer and he said, "It says deceased."
DeGroff later visited the VA Center on 151 and found out she was only dead in one side of the system.
And I was told that they would send an email to the appropriate people and it would get fixed.
But the veteran says it did not get fixed until over a month later in January. KENS 5 also found multiple stories across the country where veterans have been falsely declared deceased in just the last year. So, 1 month after the VA looked into Bartholomew's case, KENS 5 contacted the VA again to ask why this happened to David Bartholomew in December, why it's happening to other veterans, and what the VA is doing to address the issue. The VA responded to those questions with 2 sentences. The VA told us, from fiscal year 2021 to 2025, VA updated the records of more than 820,000 beneficiaries who passed away with an accuracy rate of 99.4%. When errors occur, VA moves quickly to correct them, as it did in this case. Of course, that would mean the VA has accidentally killed more than 4,900 veterans on paper in the last 5 years.
All of those questions that you sent to the VA, I want those answers.
And at the same time, the VA has already told KENS 5 that they were investigating that incident and looking into what they could do to prevent this from happening again. So KENS 5 still wants to know how they plan on preventing this in the future. For Call KENS, Andrew Moore, KENS 5.
Keep it right here. The Weekly Wrap. We'll be right back.
Go ahead. Take a look at the faces of San Antonio Zone. When you look into their eyes, you see passion, you see hard work, you see familia, generations of people who embody a rich culture of respect, honor, and originality. We're all in San Antonio, but more importantly, San Antonio is in us. It's what makes us special. It's why we're proud to be San Antonio's own.
Talked to this police officer, and she told me to call KENS 5.
Every week, KENS 5 is looking out for San Antonio's own.
The next day after you left, they sent a professional AC guy, and my AC's working now.
If you've been wronged by someone,
it was shocking. Clearly, something went wrong.
Or a business,
I couldn't believe it was happening.
Just call KENS. Weekdays at 6, only on KENS 5.
I got my vehicle back. I'm rolling again, so call KENS 5 to help you if you need help too.
Born and raised on the northwest side of San Antonio, Texas. Generations of my family have been from this part of Texas. I have Fiesta roots, I have Spurs roots, I have Texas Fighter roots. Played basketball at Clark. Basketball was a huge part of my life for 16 years. My comfort dish, a plate of chilaquiles with salsa verde. I grew up watching KENS 5. I am who I am because of this beautiful city. I hope that they can find a sense of pride knowing that their creation is helping deliver them the most important news of the day. I'm Alicia Nieves, and I'm proud to be from this beautiful city.
If you want a meal that will make you say,
so good!
That is fantastic.
Catch Neighborhood Eats, where we find the best local restaurants. Streaming now on KENS 5 Plus.
In this week's Quick Hits, Meredith Haas is taking a look at some new studies that impact your brain and overall health.
Scientists have found yet another diet that may be the best and cleanest for you. They're calling it the Nordic diet, which could actually help the health of our bodies and of the earth. The diet has you eat less meat, added sugar, and include more whole grains, legumes, fish, and low-fat dairy products. And scientists are saying there's a certain protein that they have unlocked that could help your brain. Basically, this protein shows the aging process, and now that they've discovered it, well, scientists may be able to help brains not age as fast. And researchers are really making leaps and bounds with figuring out how Alzheimer's works, which ultimately is going to help them figure out how to just eradicate it. Scientists are finding, quote, influential hub genes that offer promising new targets for early detection and therapeutic intervention. Thank you for watching this week's Quick Hits. I'm Meredith Haas.
And happening at number 1 in our countdown this week, President Donald Trump delivering the longest State of the Union address in modern history. It happened on Tuesday night. He laid out what he called a, quote, golden age of America. For nearly 2 hours, the president pushed Congress to pass the Save America Act, which would require proof of citizenship to vote, and defended his record on immigration, tariffs, and the economy.
A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world, the hottest.
The president also struck a tough tone on Iran, saying he will never allow the country to build a nuclear weapon. And thank you for joining us for this week's Weekly Wrap on KENS 5 Plus. We'll see you here next week.